What is up? Back here with a video where I share my thoughts, opinions, all of that stuff. In this case, top 5 wrestling DVD Blu-rays I wish I would have bought. Did not buy them, obviously. If I did, they would not make it into this list. Would love to know some of your wish you got DVD Blu-rays for wrestling. Doesn't have to be AEW, WWE, Ring of Honor. It could be any promotion. Honorable mention, PWG. I have 0 PWG ones, and likelihood of me getting any of them now, slim to none. So I guess all of them are my honorable mentions. If I had to narrow it down, probably BOLA, Battle of Los Angeles. I don't know what year though. But yeah, PWG, honorable mention, on to number 5. Number 5 on my list is the oldest one out of like the top 5, if I remember right, The Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior. And this one is just one of those things where it's like the top 4 were, to me personally, easy to do, and this one is kind of number 5 by default because it's the one that I am the most curious about, because again, like, this was, I think was 05 if I remember right, 04, 05, and I was just like a year into being a wrestling fan, WWE fan. I think I had at that time like 2 DVDs, had no idea who the Ultimate Warrior was, and plus I was like a little enough kid that I couldn't go out to Blockbuster to get this DVD, or Walmart, or whatever the case might be, and even if I did, I would probably buy a different DVD. But now, like 20 years later, my curiosity really wants to know what exactly was said by who on this one. And again, it's more of a curiosity, wanting to have it, I should say, in my collection than needing to have it, if that makes any sort of sense. Number 4 is just the Superstar Collection Kofi Kingston. This is like the only one that I'm missing out of the, I think it's 8 Superstar Collections for Region 1. Like, I have every single one but Kofi, and there's this like part of my brain that wants this Kofi Kingston Superstar Collection to complete the Superstar Collection, but having the other 7 Superstar Collection, I kind of don't want to get this one kind of deal. And I swear I would have bought it, but I either put it back in, like, on the shelves back in 2012, or I bought it and I lost it kind of deal, or it got stolen. I doubt that would have happened and whatnot, because the people I had over weren't wrestling fans, and they probably would have got other wrestling DVDs more than Kofi. But yeah, when it comes to this one, it's just, again, similar but different to Ultimate Warrior one previously. This one is part of my brain that just wants to complete the set, not necessarily out of curiosity, but just like complete the set, if that makes sense. Plus, Kofi Kingston, it's his one and only WWE DVD release, and that would be cool to have in my personal collection, at least. Number 3, the Blu-ray version of WrestleMania 24 that happened back in, I think, was March of 08, and this one is one of those things where it's kind of 1A, 1B. 1A is because this was the first official WWE Blu-ray for, again, Region 1, which is Canada and the US, that WWE ever did. So for myself personally, as somebody since like 2014 has said Blu-ray over DVD, DVD over nothing, it would be so cool to have this one on Blu-ray because it's their WWE's first release on Blu-ray. Second reason is because Edge main evented WrestleMania 24, and having that on a physical format for Blu-ray would be so cool. Again, I don't remember what the Blu-ray exclusives were, and for those who don't know, Edge, all-time favorite wrestler, which is why I would have loved it. Even if it was back in the day of like 08, 09, having it on a DVD would be so cool. But now, close to 20 years later, it would be, so for me, as weird as it might sound, even cooler to have that match on Blu-ray kind of deal. But yeah, WrestleMania 24, the Blu-ray version, is number 3, on to number 2. Number 2, the only non-WWE one on my list, and it's Ring of Honor's Era of Honor Begins, which is their very first event ever. And I, as somebody who is more so during the Sinclair broadcasting era, like 2011 to early 2020s, like up until Tony Khan bought it, Ring of Honor was the one promotion I would in some way, shape, or form consistently watch, kind of deal. Yeah, I would read the spoilers for NXT, but it's like one of those things where it's like I would purposely not be spoiler free for Ring of Honor and watch one of those episodes, then the same thing for TNA. So having their first event on DVD would be pretty gosh darn cool. Plus you had like Christopher Daniels, Loki, Bryan Danielson in the main event. You had Eddie Guerrero versus Super Crazy, among other matches I'm blanking on. But yeah, both matches I mentioned are on other DVDs, which is I don't want to say it lessens the blow, but like it makes me want, like, if I didn't have those two matches on other physical formats, this one would be number one without question. But yeah, the era of honor begins for Ring of Honor is number one, or number two on to number one. Number one is the one that I kick myself in the butt for the last little over a decade, really, since it came out. Raw 20, the 12 disc set covering like the 20 episodes of Raw throughout, I think it was like 20 years of Monday Night Raw, and I kicked myself in the butt for it because originally this is like in central Ontario, Canada at that time, where originally I think it was 2012, 2013 it came out. Originally it was like $80 plus tax, so you're looking more towards 90, and by like 2014 it was down to like 45 plus tax, so that's closer to 50. And I'm not the best at math, but that's not quite half off. And for myself personally, I wish I would have, especially hindsight being 2020, would have bought that 12 disc set. And there's no other DVDs, WWE or otherwise, that is anywhere close to a 12 disc set for my collection at least. But yeah, this one is definitely the one that I would absolutely love to get one day. The likelihood of that happening now is not necessarily the highest, but man, oh man, I wish I would have bought it back in the day. So those are the top 5 wrestling DVD Blu-rays I wish I would have got throughout the years of myself being a fan of wrestling. Like I said, honorable mentions, one that I did, PWG, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. Really any of them in like the early to mid 2010s kind of deal, in particular Battle of Los Angeles. One, I don't know why I forgot, but Smash Wrestling Gold 2K17, and I know that's a random one. Smash Wrestling, Toronto, London-based independent wrestling company, and I attended that show, and I wish I would have got it on DVD. I don't know why, did not crack the top 5 kind of deal, but hey, it is what it is. My list was pretty much set in stone. But yeah, that's it for this one. Would love to know what is on your list. Whether you have a little collection like you're just starting out, or you have a lot. Would love to know some of yours, ones that you wish you would have picked up. DVD, Blu-ray, doesn't matter the promotion. Again, would love to know down in the comments below. It would be greatly appreciated by yours truly. Hit the like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Of course you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would mean a lot to myself if you did. More importantly, treat yourself as well as possible, mentally, emotionally, and physically, because you deserve the absolute best without a shadow of a doubt.